What's up, Spikes? Welcome back to the final episode, the finale of the Azalea Goliath Gauntlet. Joining me once again is my good friend Jay. And I think at this point, y'all should know what's going on, at least on my side of the table. I will still go over it just for, the purposes of the format of the episode. But just wanted to start off. Thank you very much for watching. We appreciate your viewership and just hanging out and having a good time. I am playing Azalea, as mentioned. And my loadout today is I'm going to be playing with Death Dealer, just a really good, solid bow for this style of deck. Allows you to filter through your deck a little bit and allow you to retain cards in hand to pitch, because a lot of the cards that you play are usually red, so they don't pitch for much, and most of the good arrows cost 1, so there's a little bit of tension, a little bit of friction there between what the deck has available and wants to do. So Death Dealer just sort of allows you to shore that up a little bit. Crow's Nest as well has come up in 2 situations thus far, and was cool both times. Yeah. So I'm excited to see if I can do that again. Encounters are not a central part of this deck, but there are cards that care about it. So boy howdy. Then we have Skullbone Crosswrap, again, just kind of the headpiece for Azalea. Allows you to opt, and looking at the top card of your deck is very important. We also have Spring Tunic. It's Spring Tunic. We also have Bullseye Bracers to sort of cheat the load cost that arrows usually have associated with them, and also gives you an extra +1 on top. So usually pretty nice. As well as Snapdragon Scalers. Most of the arrows, I think there are 2 arrows in the entire game that have Go Again inbuilt, and neither of them are good. So giving something Go Again is just useful at a moment's notice. But that's what I'm playing. Jay, what are you playing today?
Yeah, well, hey everybody, I'm Jay. Go by ZenState on YouTube at ZenStateFab. I'm bringing to the table Lexi. I thought it'd be interesting to have a little archer off and see what we could do here. I am not a famous archer player. I'm not very good. I'd like to apologize in advance to Callet Red Zone Rogue for butchering one of his pet decks. I have made some questionable choices in cards to play some new things. It could be very interesting, but I'm going to play it entirely wrong. So Lexi, who has the essence of ice and lightning. Once per turn, I can turn a card that I have in my arsenal face up. If it's an ice card, you get a lovely Frostbite token. If it is a lightning card, I get Go Again. Or I get to give my next thing Go Again. I have Voltaire, which strikes twice, not once.
But lightning doesn't do that.
This time it does.
Wild.
Twice per turn instant, I can pay 1 to put an arrow from my hand face up into an arsenal, and I can either give it +1 or Go Again. I then have my fancy headpiece, New Horizon, which allows me to have a second arsenal slot if I have a card face up in my arsenal already. I'm also running a quiver of note here, because why not?
Yeah, it's just free.
It's
right?
free.
With Rangers,
I don't know if it's going to come up, but it's there.
Yeah, and it's shiny.
And I pulled it during the pre-release, so it makes me happy. There's an argument to be made that I play Tunic here, but I'm trying Vest of the First Fist, so when something hits, I get 2 free resources by breaking this. Bullseye Bracers, same stuff going on there, so this could allow me to reload at some point, and Scalers give Go Again.
Yeah, just a good thing to have. I won the die roll for the first time this series. Hell yeah. And I have chosen to go first. So we will get into the game. Good luck and have fun.
You as well.
I'd like to start my turn off by not forgetting my Tunic trigger.
Awesome.
That's a good way to be. Then I'd like to activate Death Dealer to put this Sleep Dart into my arsenal, pitching this Remorseless to do so, and then I would like to draw a card off of the Death Dealer. This is going to reveal that I am a silly man, a silly goose, but
silliness at times.
I am going to attack you with this Sleep Dart.
Yes.
And to pay for that, I'm going to pitch this second Remorseless.
Interesting. Those could be death whistles that you later knock.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm just preparing myself for later. But yeah, I'm just coming in for a 5.
Okay.
Just a simple 5.
My equipment doesn't really block. Yeah, Archer doesn't do that.
Yeah.
5, Lexi go to sleep.
I mean, you probably don't need her ability.
I will block 4. and take 1 Lexi go to sleep.
Okay, she is snoozing. Then what I would like to do is move to the end of my turn.
Okay.
Arsenal this card. Before I arsenal.
Yeah.
Would you like to do something?
I don't know. Did I mention that I don't know how to play this deck?
Well, you're allowed to think as much as you would like.
Yeah, I didn't plan this far ahead, and now I don't want to pitch this card. Excellent. I will do nothing.
Okay. All right. I'd like to arsenal this and pass over to you.
This is going to be some amazing gameplay. For those of you who want to learn to play Archer, don't look at me. Nothing happening over here.
Don't close the video, but maybe look away.
Yes. All right. I will begin by activating Voltaire the first time.
Very good.
I will have 1 float, and I will be loading this infecting shot. I will then simply... I'm going to be giving it +1.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot it at you.
Just for 6?
For 6. If it hits, you get a Blood Rot Pox.
I accept these terms. I'll take some damage unless you have a reaction, which you do.
At instant speeds, I will make you take more damage.
Okay, well, at least it's not pummel this time.
It is not pummel.
Yeah.
I cannot pummel the infecting shot.
So I have taken more damage.
Right.
And now I have a Blood Rot Pox as well.
I will move to Arsenal.
Very good. I'm going to kick things off by activating my Skullbone Cross Wrap to reveal this Deadeye and opt.
What does that do?
Next arrow attack gets +3, and if the arrow has an aim counter, it gains when this hits a hero, look at their hand and choose a card. They discard it.
Okay.
My Tunic is at 2 as well. Play this Premeditate, because that's just a good card.
This deck is just Premeditates and Red in the Ledgers, I think.
Yep. Yep. Then I'm going to attack you with this Ravenous Rabble. It is not from my arsenal, so it doesn't get the buff. But I will reveal the top card of my deck.
Yes,
and
it will be a blue.
It'll get -X, where X is the pitch value of the card revealed this way.
Which will be 3.
You tried.
Did you, how did this happen? Is this natural?
This is natural.
I hate it.
Yeah, this is natural.
I hate everything.
I opted, saw that, and I'm like,
oh, you did opt it.
I did opt,
okay.
Yeah. I knew that it was there.
Okay.
But I didn't put it there. It has been here the whole time.
It makes me angry.
Yeah, so I'm going to be coming in for 4 with Go again.
Sure. Oh, no. This is bad for me. This is very bad for me.
Yeah.
Throw my plans out the window, why don't you, Bill?
I very
You're
much
enjoying this far too much.
Yeah. No, yeah, I am.
I hate it.
You're hate it. You're not wrong.
I will block 4.
Okay.
With a 3 of a kind and a point to the tip.
Ooh. I would like to activate Azalea, which will break the combat chain.
Yeah, it's typical.
I'm going to put this Deadeye at the bottom. And hey, what do you know? So that has Dominate and +3 because it's a card that I'm playing from Arsenal. I'm going to pitch this Spire Sniping to come in for 8 with Dominate.
Remember earlier when I said that I wanted you to punish me?
Yeah.
Not like this.
Well, you did say it though. So.
Not like this. 8 on hit.
I'm going to just prepare this Ponder token.
Sure.
It'll sit down here for now.
No blocks.
Okay.
Take 8.
Yeah.
Down to 11.
I can Arsenal this. That's fine. So I will, or actually, sorry. I do get to draw off the Ponder first. But yeah, I'm going to be moving to the end of my turn. Ponder is going to trigger.
Oh, I forgot about the
Blood Rot Pox is also going to trigger. I will put this card into my arsenal. I'm going to take the 2 off the Blood Rot Pox. The Ponder has done its thing. You can do 1 action next turn, and I shall pass the turn over to you.
My turn is going to be far less interesting than that because I'm simply going to come in with this Pathing Helix. This is coming in for 4. If it hits you and I have no cards in my arsenal, I can put a card from my hand face down into the arsenal.
I would like to declare no blocks.
Bill!
Oh! Okay. So that was 4. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
at 2.
Yeah, okay.
Playing fast and loose here.
Pathing Helix will trigger. Why not? I'm going to take an early arsenal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just going to pass the turn.
You done it. Tunic will go to 3.
Okay.
I'm going to activate my Skullbone Cross Wrap. I'm going to reveal this Spire Sniping.
Sure.
So I think I look at 2 cards before opting. I think that's how that works. I don't know. I'm a judge. But let's look at 2 cards. And we will put them back like this, I suppose. And then opt. Crazy.
Surprise, surprise.
Let's put that down here. I'm going to activate Azalea.
One of my favorite things.
Okay, sweet. I'm going to reveal this Codex of Frailty.
I remember this card.
I would like to play this Codex of Frailty. So each hero puts an attack action card from their graveyard face down into their arsenal. Each hero that does discard a card, so you cannot do that. So that's fine. That's fine for you. I'm going to put this Red in the Ledger back in my arsenal. Then I will discard this.
Why do you always have Red in the Ledger?
This one I already attacked you with.
That's
it.
right. That's
it's
right.
from my graveyard.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But,
Codex.
Yeah, but I'm going to discard this.
Yeah, this is a really good card.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I've come to that assessment.
It's pretty good, all things considered. Can I just not discard any of these cards? I'm going to discard this Red in the Ledger.
Judge? Bill?
Sure. You get a Frailty. I get a Ponder. Then...
I see why you want to take damage. You want to do the fun things.
Yeah, I want to do the cool stuff.
The cool stuff is cool.
Let's follow that up with this Ravenous Rabble. Revealing this Melting Point.
Rabble.
So that'll be coming in for 4 with Gogan.
Yes, it will. All right, I will declare no blocks.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I would like to pitch this Knock the Death Whistle to play this Deadeye from my hand to give it +3, and I will come in for 8.
None in hand.
None in hand, 1 floating from the Knock the Death Whistle still.
8.
Okay. I will, from the Ponder, put that directly into my arsenal.
Okay.
And then pass to you.
I'm going to be playing this 3 of a kind from Arsenal, pitching a blue card. I will have 2 float. This is a very good card. I will draw 3. Can only play from Arsenal. Okay, I will then activate Voltaire for the first time. I will be loading a Bolt and Shot yellow, and I will choose +1.
Okay.
I will then fire the Bolt and Shot for 4 go again, because its power is now greater than its base, and if it hits, I get to reload.
I do have some unfortunate news for you.
The Frailty. The Frailty.
The Frailty would make its power the same as its base power.
I'm going to live with my mistakes, Bill.
Okay. I respect
3, no go again.
I respect that. I would like to move to reactions. Do you have any attack reactions?
No.
Okay. I would like to defense react with this Fate Foreseen.
You've done it.
And I would like to opt.
Okay. It's important that we live up to our mistakes, you know?
That's totally fine. I respect that. That's a respectable thing.
All right. We're going to dig ourselves out of this hole.
Yeah,
I'm going to Snapdragon Scalers.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to give it go again.
Absolutely.
And then I'm going to activate Bullseye Bracers.
Okay.
Which I can, as an action, if I have no cards from Arsenal, I can put an arrow face up. And it will gain +1.
Okay.
Frailty. I hate it. I will then fire my Infecting Shot for 4 when it hits Blood Rot Pox token.
I would like to block for a total of 4 with the Sedation Shot and my Skullbone Cross Wrap.
Excellent block.
Fantastic.
If I do say so myself.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I will move to Arsenal and pass.
Okay. So my Spring Tunic has had some stuff on deck for a while. And I think what I'm going to do is use it. And I'm going to play this Melting Point from my arsenal. Then I would also like to play Release the Tension. So my next arrow attack gains +4, +3 for a total of 7.
That's a lot.
Then I would like to crack my Bullseye Bracers to put this Drill Shot into my arsenal.
Yeah.
And I would like to attack you with this Drill Shot for 11 with Piercing 1.
Yes.
And when it hits you, I put a -1 counter on equipment you control. And also, defense reactions can't be played from Arsenal, this chain link.
When it hits, indeed.
Yes. When, not if.
All right, Bill. I've learned a lot from you over the last few games, and I think I'm going to block 5.
Oh.
What I've learned is that, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out swinging. I'm going to go to 1.
You're going to go to 1. Okay. Yeah, you will take 6. I'm going to put a -1 counter on your New Horizon.
Sure.
And I will be passing the turn over to you.
Okay. I will activate Lexi, revealing this Polar Blast, which will give you a Frostbite token.
Cringe.
Yes. I will play the Polar Blast, pitching a blue Cold Snap. You may pay 1. If you do not, my next arrow will gain Dominate. If it's played from Arsenal, I get to draw a card and go again. So I will draw a card.
That's very bad for me. I would like to pay the 1.
Yes, good choice. Solid choice.
I agree.
From there, I'm going to activate Voltaire, which will cost me 1 to load this Endless Arrow. I will give it Go Again.
That's pretty good.
I will then fire the Endless Arrow for 4 with Go Again.
I would like to block for 4 with my Tunic and this Melting Point.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, I will move to Arsenal.
Okay. Very unfortunate for me, but I will just be arsenaling and passing over to you.
Frostbite's powerful.
It is extremely good.
Okay, I'm going to begin my turn by playing a Lace with Bloodrot. It will give my next arrow +3, and if it hits, create a Bloodrot Pox token.
Okay.
I will follow that with a Lace with Bloodrot.
Oh,
which will give
I've
my
seen that
next
one.
arrow +3, and if it hits, Bloodrot Pox token.
Okay.
I will then use Lexi's ability to reveal this headshot.
Okay.
Notably, it was not put into my arsenal face up, so it would not get the pump. I will activate Voltaire, pitching this blue Bolton shot with 2 float. With my now open second arsenal slot to load a sedation shot, I will give it Go Again.
Okay.
I will then fire the sedation shot for a lot.
For 11?
With Go Again. And if it hits, you would get an Inertia and 2 Bloodrot Pox tokens.
I will spoil it a bit for the viewers at home. I am dead, but we will play it out anyway, because that is what we must do. As I am at 2, it is in my best interest to not get a Bloodrot Pox token. So I will be blocking for 3, for 6, for 9, and I would like to declare that I have no further blocks. Do you have any attack reaction?
I do not have any.
Okay, I do have a defense reaction in this Fate Foreseen.
Okay.
So I will opt. I'm gonna put that in the middle of my deck. I have fully blocked.
Okay. I will then fire this headshot for 2.
I would like to, in response, attack you with this Enlightened Strike.
Oh, I'm dead.
Okay, cool.
Good game.
No, you got me with the blue headshot too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
specifically,
exactly lethal.
I could have survived another turn if this wasn't for 11.
Yeah.
If it was for 10, then I could block with 2 cards plus the Fate Foreseen and not take anything, and then still have 1 card to block. But 11 was the break point that was necessary.
11 specifically, yeah. With all of the on hits, yeah. Yeah, the Frostbite really came in clutch there.
Yeah,
Big time.
The cards that I had in my hand going into the turn where I just arsenaled were Enlightened Strike, Spire Sniping. And there was not a way for me to pitch to arsenal this even to get the extra card off the Death Dealer because of the Frostbite.
Yeah.
And I also couldn't play the Enlightened Strike because I would have had to bottom this. So I just had no play
This is a
as soon
beautiful
as
card,
that.
by the way. This is a beautiful card, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
The foil.
Thank you. Yeah, I ended up getting the Enlightened Strikes, Command and Conquers, and Art of Wars in foil just because I feel like I'm that kind of person. But thank you. But yeah, no, you for sure got me.
Excellent game.
Double Lace with Bloodrot is powerful.
Yeah.
That's +8, 10 damage.
Yeah, with the Bloodrot Pox tokens,
Yeah.
it's a lot. 0 for 5. I mean, not really, but you can almost read it in that way.
Realistically, it's a 0 for 5.
I really like a lot of the new cards. I definitely did not build. I got lucky there, I think, with the last.
You had it.
Yeah.
That's the important
But
thing.
the Infecting Shot, Sedation Shot are like the big kind of additions to this deck. I like the cantrip idea is really interesting too.
Yeah, like Polar Blast is just strong as is. In that situation, it gave me a Frostbite and made me pay a card to make sure that I didn't just straight up die.
Yeah.
So yeah, that Polar Blast did a lot for that game specifically. But yeah, that will do it. That was the final game, Ranger versus Ranger, and it was a close one.
It was.
But you know, if there was one thing I was able to do, it was impart the wisdom of sometimes you just don't block.
This is the takeaway.
Yeah, this is the takeaway. This is why I don't top events anymore. But yeah, Jay, thank you so much for being my guest for this series of the Goliath Gauntlet.
Thanks so much for having me. This was a ton of fun.
Yeah, I hope to have you back again soon.
I'd love to.
And of course, if you wanted to be the one that's trying out against the gauntlets, we can certainly do that as well. But to wrap up this specific one, this was a great time. I still had a lot of fun with Azalea. There are a couple of cards, full disclosure, that I'm just missing. I thought I had playsets of every Ranger card, but I just don't have specifically Seek and Destroy. So I wasn't running those. I didn't feel necessarily like I was missing them all that much. I still have a decent amount of pumps and stuff. Like the premeditates were crazy.
Yeah. I think having access to like 4 retina ledgers might make up for the fact that
yeah, like the fact that I have the 2 codexes helps an amazing amount because every time you see red in the ledger, it's just such a nightmare.
Yeah.
One of the things I was saying in the podcast earlier today was I think once people start playing Azalea more, people who are playing against Azalea are going to start calling for bans for red in the ledger because this card is nuts and it feels so bad when it's dominated
for
buffed and stuff. Like
a lot does need to go right for it to be dominated and stuff like that. So I don't think it's like terribly unbalanced, especially if you look at like what Rimblade has going on sometimes.
Yeah, it's not egregious, but it's just this has been like the strongest on hit in the game for a long time, and it's been gated behind a class that was mostly unplayable.
And likely, like, fortuitously not planned. Like, I specifically did not want to build these decks because I knew you were playing Azalea. So, like, when I was building these decks, I wanted to think about how I would build this regardless of the decks I would be running into. But I do think that, like, fortuitously, the red in the ledger is more punishing, I think, to, like, straight aggro decks. Yeah. Which I didn't really play that many of those in the gauntlet. So maybe that played to my... in my advantage sort of thing, but very interesting games nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely.
All very close.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, once again, thank you for joining me. Thank you at home for watching and hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed playing it. Stay well, stay safe, and we will catch you in the next Goliath Gauntlet.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Spike Feeders on YouTube. Before you close the window, make sure you click subscribe for more great Flesh and Blood content.